Extreme Outer Limits is presented by Night Force Optics. Precision optics for precision shooting.
They got that big, I mean,
Okay, go ahead. There it is. That's what we're talking about.
This segment is brought to you by the Night Force NX8 4-32x50 rifle scope, featuring a high-speed zero-stop turret, a 30mm tube allowing for 90 minutes of adjustment, and ED glass, producing superior image quality at high magnification. The new Zeiss Victory RF laser range-finding binocular provides you accurate ranges and ballistic corrections from 11 to 2,500 yards. A fully customizable ballistics platform, Bluetooth connectivity, and a phenomenal binocular all in a compact and lightweight unit. The new Zeiss Victory RF is EOL's rangefinder of choice.
Hey guys, welcome to Extreme Outer Limits. This week we are south of the border in sunny Mexico. It is late February 2021 and it's still a COVID year and we're back on a desert sheep hunt. So this year we're fortunate enough to connect with a really good client of ours. His name is Mark. He's from Oregon as well, and he's decided to come on down and do a desert sheep hunt with us. We're just happy to be part of his hunt and get an opportunity to get out of the office or the home office for some of us and get down here and just take in some fresh air and be away from all the crud of the world. But anyway, truth be told, we were on the ground yesterday. We did spend some time glassing, and we came up with a big ol' 0. Still, positive attitude, had a lot of fun, made the best of it. Fast forward to today, and right out of the gate, we are on rams. This desert sheep game is crazy. They blend so well. So as oftentimes as I get impatient, I've got to remind myself to stay patient, and you got to spend a lot of time looking at the same hillsides, because you know, these boulders are as big as Volkswagens. They can be hiding behind them, bedded, doing whatever, and it just takes a long time. So anyway, long story short, we packed all of our gear up here, and it probably took, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes, and Mike actually picked up a ram, maybe 2 rams, and that materialized into 5 rams. There's 3 interesting rams in there, 2 of which are heavy, but their curls are very tight. I mean, very tight, coming right here above the jawline. I love the mass of them, but they're just so tight curl. I don't know that they would do as well as we want them to do on the trophy scale. Now, the 3rd one is a very interesting ram. He's actually quite opposite of these 2 tight curl rams. He's got huge loops. We think he might not be as old as we'd like. We think maybe 8-ish, but his loops are giant, and he's wide when you look at him. Loops are big under the jaw. Carries decent mass the whole way. He just doesn't quite have it coming up and out. Now, that could be that he's possibly broomed. Maybe he just hasn't got there. Maybe it's a loop thing that's just so long that he just isn't going to get out there yet. But nevertheless, we are not pushing Mark at all, but he really, really, really likes the look of the ram. When the ram is against the others in the group, he is much bigger body too. So Mark and Mike are both just really looking it over, watching them, trying to see where they're gonna go and bed up. And if they end up in a position where Mark thinks he can handle the shot and everything about that aspect of getting that ram, we're gonna let him just go ahead and make the choice. So we're gonna get back up on this ridge, we're gonna get back in the glass, and we're just gonna keep watching these rams work across the hill till they finally, find a resting place for the day, and then we'll let Mark make the decision. So in Mexico, could be fast and furious just like last year. So stay with us, guys.
See those standing rocks? I want to get there, see if we can see them classy. If not, we'll go to that next one. Get a little more elevation. I think we can see them. They're gone. I don't know, but dude, everything about this setup is freaking wrong. Everything.
Really? All right, guys, well, we were up there. Thought we had the drop on those rams just right, but as these things go, as you're making your way off the floor to the mountain, things are changing and rolling and folding and doing all kinds of different stuff. So, what do you think, Mark? We got schooled a little bit, but we'll be back. I don't know, I thought we had a pretty good approach, but we almost, I don't want to even say almost, we just got in too close for comfort.
Yeah, I
with,
think so.
With the wind, the way that it was,
Yeah.
and the distance that it was from the perch that we figured we had to get to the rams. It was under 200 yards between the noise of the 4 of us and the wind whirling up on the top. I think they got out of here before we could see them leave. So anyway, it's lunchtime, siesta time, could be Corona time. Just go back and get some rest and wait till this evening. It's getting hot too, so.
This segment is brought to you by MOA Rifles, now offering their Extreme Series actions. Built with long-range performance in mind, MOA actions are constructed to handle the most advanced bullet and cartridge combinations on the market. For information, visit MOARifles.com. Segment of Extreme Outer Limits is brought to you by the all-new Extreme Heavy Hybrid line of Berger bullets. Extreme, rated best in class, ballistic coefficient. Heavy, delivers the greatest amount of kinetic energy per caliber. Hybrid, will extend the effective range of your rifle. Go to the Extreme store to get yours today. This segment is brought to you by the Extreme Store, now offering an exclusive Macmillan Game Hunter Universal Inlet stock, capable of accepting all Remington clone actions in a wide variety of barrel contours. For more information, visit www.extremestore.us.
Alright guys, well, it could be game time. So we've been signed off since we apparently blew out that big looping ram. That's been 2 days ago now. We have spent a tireless amount of hours in the same area trying to find him again. And today we split up on 2 points. Mike's up on this one and he said he's picked up a good ram. Not clear if it's the ram or just another good ram. But he said get up here with some urgency. So gonna pick our way all the way to the top of this hill, and then we may have to work back and forth on the ridge or whatever, but it sounds like from this ridge we should be able to set up for a shot. Stay with us. We're gonna get up there and try to locate Mike and then locate the ram.
This segment of Extreme Outer Limits was brought to you by the Extreme Shooting School, an information-packed 2-day class. For more information, go to extremeouterlimitstv.com. This segment is brought to you by Trigger Tech Triggers. With the most advanced technology in the industry, Trigger Tech Triggers offer the most precise, consistent, and dependable triggers for your rifle. On the range or in the mountains. This segment of Extreme Outer Limits is brought to you by Benchmark Barrels, the rifle barrel of choice for long-range hunters, competition shooters, and sport shooters worldwide. Ask for one on your next rebarrel or custom rifle build.
Hey.
I've got flare in it, buddy.
Yeah, I've been listening to the radio, but is he on the mountain in front of you, or I was taking it as though he was on a different mountain?
Yep, he's on the west mountain between the two big peaks.
All right, guys. So earlier in the show, we had a ram that I keep referring to as Loop, or big, his big loops. And he'd been hanging out up in this country. We spent a couple days looking for him. We're set back up here, and 180 degrees behind us in this smaller mountain range is Loop, another heavy ram, and then a ewe. So we're gonna move some of our stuff to the other side of the ridge we're on, and we're gonna bed him. There's a sandstone rock island here in the middle of this basin that is definitely gonna be our stalking point, but we're gonna wait until he beds, watch him, and that should be like a panoramic 400-yard type shot opportunity no matter where he beds in there. So good news is we've got the ram. Let's get over here, try to pick him back up and get a little footage, and then we're gonna bed him up, and then we'll make our move then. We got him. Flares here, the others are right up here. So the rams are on the right. Flare is the lower of the two. Do you see that? Do you see the V?
Yeah.
Go up and left 20 yards. They're standing there. Okay, so you're gonna shoot the left one, the very left one, the broadside one. Go ahead. Behind the shoulder, Mark, behind the shoulder. Where's it going, guys?
Oh, he's hit, bro. Look, you see the blood on him? Ty's gonna go down. He's done, boys.
You got him, Mark. You got him.
Good job, buddy.
That was through the shoulders is why we seen it hit the rocks.
Yep.
Good shot. He's dead.
Thanks, guys. That was a tough go.
All right, guys, well, we are at a recovery site. Not the recovery site, but we're at a recovery site. So this is an amazing ram, and what an amazing hunt. This ram for a desert down here in Mexico just has a giant feel. I think he's actually more impressive now that we've got our hands on him than actually looking at him, wouldn't you guys say?
Yeah, for sure. He definitely grew when I walked up to him.
I kept referring to him as Loop, you kept referring to him as Flare. Either or works, but some of these deserts, they're a little bit tight. This ram has a very, very big open loop, and he's got the mass to carry. So it's kind of a little bit deceiving, even though he doesn't curl all the way back up, because he comes so far around in his loop, he's actually a really long ram. So chased with the mass, he's gonna look really, really good on the wall. He's got some gnarly chips here, huh, guys? So he's actually got, this one's big, and look, he even was going for it there too. The ram that was with him was pretty impressive in his own right too. Much tighter, looked like a chunk because the horn was tight and it was so heavy, but Mark, I think he did the I think he took the right one. I don't know. He's impressive.
He's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Beautiful ram.
Great color. He's got the charcoal coat to him. So Mark's shooting an MOA Extreme Sporter in 28 Nos. It's got a 4-16 Night Force on it, and of course we're shooting 195s. And you had told me, you said, I feel comfortable to that 450-500, and I really wanted to try to work with that, but I think with us being on the floor and the sheep being able to see us, we pushed you for a little more. I'm glad you rose to the occasion. I would be lying if I would say that we all had our doubts, but we stayed in it. We kept pushing. We forced you to kind of get back in there, and you persevered and made a great shot.
Great job for everybody.
Big team effort on this.
Nice. Thank you. Gracias.
Got the whole crew down here. So, all right, guys. Well, that's a wrap. Another one in the books down here in Sonora. Desert Sheep down, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you guys again.
Extreme Outer Limits, brought to you by McMillan Stocks, Rugged Ridge Outdoor Gear, Night Force Optics, Grip and Pull, the best bullet puller in the world, MOA Rifles, Star Valley Outfitters, and Broken Top Outfitters. And also brought to you by